Welcome everyone to episode 5 of the China series. So let's take a look at our progress. And as an economic power, we're number 2, but we have a long ways to go before we catch up with the US. However, military power wise, we surpassed Russia, and as you can see, we're gaining on the United States to become the number 1 military power. So let's take a look at our debt. We have 26 billion in our treasury reserve. We're going to go ahead and pay Japan off. And I'm going to change this to total tax exemptions, and that's going to bring about $620 billion into our economy. And tax wise, I'm going to bump this up to 4.5. I'm going to drop this down to 6. And turnover, we're not going to touch that. But tobacco tax, we're going to add another 2%. And let's look at inflation. Inflation is going up a little too much. So we're going to do 1.5%. And then with the energy contracts, we did a little too much. Make out better with get a whole lot more oil with Russia and Iran. So we're going to suppress contract with them and Angola. So it's going to take a while for that to kick in.
It's true that the blow cannot really be described as fatal. 2 arrests.
So what that just did is it's going to drop the growth down.
Following our investigation after the arrest of the head of the organization, we have uncovered the chain of command and have dismantled a large portion of the organization. A strong blow to terrorism.
Alright, so let's go into terrorist organization. Let's go ahead and infiltrate. And the Hong Kong organization, we're going to go ahead and dismantle them.
I'd like to
So far in this series, Iran has been our strongest ally. So we're gonna have a meeting with them, and let's go and have a meeting with Cuba also. So we want to strengthen the relations with the other Asian countries. So we're going to do a student exchange program with Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia and India. So for now, we're just going to go with Cambodia. Let's try with India and then Thailand.
The intervention took place with the greatest success. Speed, skillfulness, effectiveness.
The package has been delivered.
Okay, so
The package.
12 missile launchers have been delivered. We now have technology for the heavy space rockets. We'll keep that to ourselves. So the United States has made a number of different discoveries, which isn't a big deal because we're spying on their industry. So we'll wind up having the same technology. Alright, so Cambodia accepted. And Thailand and India accepted also. Philippines. Just to keep the peace a little bit, we'll congratulate them. Alright, so we are in compliance of the CO2 emissions. So let's deal with the housing. So we'll rehabilitate 50,000 homes.
Huh. That's not to be turned down.
Yeah, let's go with the military alliance. Well, we already have a military alliance. We want to build a military base. So we have permission for 2 military bases. Let's do a sales contract with them. Let's see. So oranges. No. Oh, I'm surprised. We actually need more iron. So I'll deal with that later. Alright, so we have a ton of fish we can sell them. So have a $533 billion agreement. And let's go with energy. Let's try cold fusion. And let's go with military and let's try the T-4000. So we'll go ahead and end this meeting. So unemployment has shot up. Let's take a look at inflation.
The decree takes effect as of today.
Okay, so we got rid of the Hong Kong terrorist group. So we're now down to only 4 that we have to worry about. So let's go ahead and put these guys under surveillance. And we're not accepting refugees from Ukraine
The
at all.
decree takes effect as of today. The package has been delivered. Our armaments industry has worked well and delivered on time.
In a statement sent to the press, the terrorist organization has claimed responsibility for the operation. We have collected intelligence from various departments. The organizer of this operation has been identified. He has disappeared into thin air, perhaps already left the country.
Okay, we're able to produce a 250 passenger capacity plane. We'll keep that to ourselves. So let's see, when is that? Okay, so that went through already. So we really need to start investing in education and research and development. So in aeronautics, we're going to invest 11 billion. And we're going to build So we have 599 million. The Treasury Reserve, that's going to give us leave us about 1 billion, and so we'll hold off with that. Let's go to industry, and we want more satellites. So that's just going to cost us 15 million. Now let's see about anti-missile batteries. So we set the manpower for 15,000. We only have 46, so it's going to take a while to get that up to where we needed to be. About drones, same thing. It's going to take a while to get up to that. Missile launchers. Let's bring that up to about 5,000. And see naval construction. Okay, so that's good. Other ships. Alright, so do we have an exchange program with Belarus? Yes, we do. Alright. So let's take a look at the war between Ukraine and Russia. Alright, so we're still going to stay out of that. So let's boost. We're going to increase our agents, international agents, to 550. And then we're going to invest almost 11 billion into training, counterterrorism, and counterintelligence. Do we have anyone in? Okay, Pakistan. So we'll do a foreign exchange
The
with them.
decree takes effect.
Alright. And let's go ahead and meet with... Let's meet with Mexico.
The decree takes effect as of today.
So research. That's going to be too much. I'm not willing to do that. Let's take a look at our debt. Okay, so public debt has gone up. So let's try to do a free trade agreement. We're not giving any money to Canada or Spain. Alright, so I am going to invade Taiwan. I'm trying to debate whether I want to do this now or wait a little bit.
Our services report a new conspiracy theory that is beginning to take hold on social media. You can view the description of this theory.
Okay, so let's take a quick look at that. Okay, so let's deal with her. Actually, no, we'll let this continue.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating Key Center. According to my calculations, the information gained, in geopolitical terms, could be close to 2.73 on Sachs graphic. Our agent also allows us to anticipate and therefore counterattack their terrorist projects. You can decide to dismantle this organization, but the more an agent remains infiltrated,
Alright, we'll keep that agent infiltrated. So we're gonna send some cruisers to support this nuclear submarine. We're gonna give Cambodia 200 million.
I'd be happy to.
So let's see what kind of sales contract we can do. So they're fine with auto. Building. Fine with coffee also. They don't have iron. Let's see about vegetables. Let's see. Okay, so we did a deal for 876 million vegetables. Let's go to Secret Service. No, those agents aren't ready yet. And let's take a quick look at inflation. Alright, inflation is actually going down. But so is our growth. Okay, so we have a free trade agreement with Iran. That's gonna amount to about 49 billion. So now let's see, what do we need military by? So we still only can produce 12 missile launchers. Alright, so we need to improve helicopter production. So we have 310. We're asking for 10,000. So it's just going to take a while to get that up and running.
I'd be happy to.
Okay, so Cuba accepted. So let's change this to an alliance. Alright, we'll have to do that some other time then. Oh, so they need cereals. So we'll accept. And that's a $174 million deal.
Very kind.
And we'll go ahead and end that meeting. Alright, so I think I'm going to end this episode. So thank you for the support. Please click the like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you soon.